Americans today are so immersed in what they can get for themselves in the modern world that we tend to take for granted the basic rights and liberties that make up our diverse and admirable nation. President Franklin Roosevelt's 4 freedoms illustrate how lucky and privileged we are to have a free society. I believe that the freedom of speech and expression, the freedom of worship, the freedom from want, and the freedom from fear are much more important than a lot of us realize. Freedom of speech means that people are free to believe what they want and remain unrestricted to express and publish their ideas even if they are controversial to the beliefs of other figures in that society. If we did not have this freedom, our country would not be such a thriving nation because people would not be able to share ideas with others, which is simply essential to improvement, communication, and change. The freedom of worship means that people from all corners of the world may practice their own religion in their own way without restrictions. This is one of the key elements of cultural diversity in our society. Without this, parents could never choose their children's guidelines for growing up. Freedom from want involves people realizing the privileges they have and being grateful for them. This freedom cannot really be expressed as a government-provided right, but a quality that the people of that society gain for themselves by being aware of their surroundings. There are absolutely innumerable things for people to be thankful for that they take for granted every day. If they could see the people who live on less than $2 a day and are forced to live in cardboard boxes, then they would be one step closer to achieving this freedom. Freedom from fear. Put yourself in the shoes of war-zone children. They have to live with constant worry and no knowledge of upcoming events. Imagine going to bed at night when at any given second a screeching air raid siren could go off, accompanied by military aircrafts flying over you. We are very fortunate because we do not have that constant fear of physical attack on our nation. However, all Americans still worry day and night about our troops overseas. We have also gone through troubled times in the past. For instance, in Problem We All Live With, Norman Rockwell shows an African American girl walking to school requiring the protection of bodyguards to ensure that she does not get hurt. As the only one of her race at her school, the stress and rejection that she had to endure must have been almost unbearable. In my eyes, we have not completely achieved freedom from fear, but we are surely well on our way. The 4 freedoms declared by President Franklin Roosevelt and depicted by Norman Rockwell play a key role in the development and structure of a society. Americans have a great amount of rights and privileges that we often take for granted, but if we did not have them, we would be lost. In our nation, children can open their minds and are free to share their ideas with the world. This enables us to become the firebrands of tomorrow.